Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today we're going to be taking a look at the Kershaw Highball XL. Now, you guys remember I have reviewed the original Highball. Unfortunately, I do not have it any longer, just like a lot of the knives that I get to review. It got given away on SKL or some random, you know me. I'm always doing giveaways, and I give away a lot of the knives that I end up reviewing. So I do apologize for not having the original to review, but we will definitely kind of talk a little bit about the two. Now, the first thing you might be able to notice right off the bat is this version, the XL version, is a little bit lighter than the original. The original had a little bit darker stainless steel on it. And also, I've recently said that I do like the stainless and blue combination. The original, it was a darker stainless, and it just had that kind of pop of blue around the black pivot, where this one actually has, a full blue pivot on it, which I do like that. I do like that indeed. Of course, we've got the blue backspacer going on as well. And then you've got the pop of blue on the over travel stop. Now, the original had an interior over travel stop, where this one has the exterior and just kind of gives another opportunity for a little pop of color. And I kind of dig that. That's just me, but I do. Now, overall, it's done really, really well. I do like the overall feel, and I did with the original as well. The only difference that, well, I've pointed the major differences out, and of course, size. Now, we're going to take a look we'll just do our specs right now, just to kind of knock them out here. But your overall length is about 7.5 inches. The original was 6 3/4. This one, you're looking at about, they call it about a 3.3 inch blade, which, yes, it's about in, where the original was about a 2.8 inch. So the original Highball was a sub 3 inch blade, where this one is not. This is going to be over that 3 inch blade limit. Now, your handle is also slightly bigger. This one, we're looking at, let's get back here, and we're looking at about 4.25. I think they say 4.3, versus 3.8 there. So, in blade length, they're coming up with like an inch difference overall, but then the overall length, they're only calling about 3/4 of an inch, 6 3/4 to 7.5. So I'm getting about 7.5. So it's about 3/4 of an inch bigger overall. Now, your grip length on this one, you get a solid, it's about 3.25, 3 3/8 on your grip level. Now, that's kind of how it looks. Your grip length, I guess, is what I should be saying. That's kind of how it looks in my 3 3/4 inch hand. So I can definitely get a full 4-finger grip on it. Now, if you have hands much larger than mine, you will kind of, I do have a little bit left over, but not a lot. One of the other things that I did want to check out as we were here is, look, recessed pocket clip screws. Yes, thank you very much, Kershaw. We greatly appreciate that. Well, I do. I know. And you've kind of got a deep carry clip, which, I mean, there's a little bit left, but it's trying real hard. Now, you'll also notice deployment method, same as in the original. It's kind of that fuller / long pull. They say nail nick. I'd call that more of a fuller, I guess. Definitely thumb flippable, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it behind camera. Yeah, of course not. Oh, there it is. And Spidey flickable. So that's good. The detent on my original Highball, it was pretty stiff. And There was no way I was Spidey flicking that thing. Now this one, it's a little loose for the Spidey flick for me, but not bad. Gotta give it a little bit of flip, of course. Okay, we're done with that. But anyway, it flips out pretty well with the thumb. So if you're a master Spidey flicker, I don't think you'll have any problem. But yeah, it's, reversible pocket clip too. So just got to point that out. So we did our measurements. Let's do some size comparisons real quick, so we kind of get that out of the way to give you an idea of where it kind of lands around some other ones. There's the PM2. Obviously the PM2 it's a bigger knife by a bit. Let's look at our bug out. I think our bug out might be close. Pivot to pivot. The XL's got it a little bit on the handle for sure. Our pivots are pretty square. From blade forward, it's pretty close. But definitely, as you can see there, the XL's got it. The Highball XL's got it a little bit on the handle. Let's get a weight on it real quick. We'll talk about the carry as always. This thing feels really good in pocket. So we're starting on a grams, 109 grams or 3.8 ounces. So not too bad for a full stainless blade. What'd we say? 3.3 on the blade, 3.8. So it's close. You know, that whole ounce per inch of blade. Not bad. Carry, like I said, carries really nice. Pocket clip's got pretty decent retention. And yeah, it's trying to be deep carry. It's right there. You got a little bit peeking out, but nothing too major. Overall, the clip isn't too bad. Maybe just a tad on the loose side. But, you know, I never felt like it was going to come out of my pocket or anything like that. So, yeah, no issue there. Overall, well, like I said, guys, I really did like the original Highball. And this one, you know, other than size and a few aesthetic differences, like I said, with the exterior, over travel, and a little bit more blue, it's the same knife. You know, it's darker. You know, this one's a little bit lighter than the original as well. But I really do like this color combination. Overall, you know, it's finished really, really well. I mean, the only issues you're going to have is, you know, this spot right here, but you'll find that in pretty much every frame lock out there. You know, that's one of the things that I was just like, I wonder if they could just touch it just a little. But, you know, it's just one of those things. It doesn't get a lot of attention on pretty much any knives. And I've seen it through, I've said it with CRKT, said it with Kershaw, said it with a lot more expensive knives as well. Centering is pretty darn good. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Action, like I said, yeah, KVT ball bearings, it drops. Yeah, that action is pretty nice. The detent might be a little light, but, you know, it flips without much effort with the thumb. There again, you master Spidey flickers. Ha ha! Got it! It shouldn't be much of an issue. Good solid lockup. No wiggle, no wobble, no rock, no nothing. It's a really solid knife. And then again, you've got your jimping up there. The jimping does exactly what you want it to do. It grabs on. It holds my thumb. Man, my thumb is there. It's not going anywhere, but it's not aggressive as to where it's going to, you know, be uncomfortable or anything like that. The only drawback for me on this knife is this right here. It does get me a little bit, not terrible, but it does. It does get me a little bit. If there again, if I was gonna be cutting stuff for hours, yeah, I could understand where that might become a little bit of a pain, you know, but just for pull your knife out, cut, put it back in your pocket, you know, it's really not that big of a deal. Overall, yeah, it's a pretty solid knife, guys. I like the original. I like the XL. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty cut and dried. But if you guys have been watching for this long, I just want to say, you know, this one was sent out by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I really, really appreciate them. They just sent it out for me to review. And as always with these knives, kind of like the original Highball, this one's going to get given away too. So I tell you what, guys, if you're watching right now, do me a favor, put Highball XL in your comment. And I'll come back at some point and I'll just draw and I will search for those words, Highball XL. And I'll give it away to one of you. You want an opportunity to check out the Highball? Well, here you go. I will definitely give you that opportunity to check it out. But overall, guys, what's this? $53.99? I think the original was $43.99. Yep. So a little bit larger knife. They're going for the $10. You know, D2 steel. You know, bead blast finish, stainless. Yeah, you know, it's in there. It's right in the ballpark. I can't really say too much about that. It's pretty much right where it probably should be. Could you find some better prices on knives? Sure. Could you definitely find some worse ones? Obviously, yeah, you could. So, Blues Review Crew, they give it a solid 8. And you know what? I'm going to stand with them on that. Really, the only detractor is maybe that pocket clip for some people. You know, I could definitely see where that could be an issue for some. Not so much for me in just an everyday cutting task, but sure, I could see that. Overall, oh, hey, I want to remind you, guys, tomorrow, there's an early SKL tomorrow. That's 2 p.m. Pacific time, but the Civivi riffle, the Sandalwood Damascus riffle, that giveaway ends tomorrow night. So if you haven't got in on that, yeah, make sure you do. Go back, check out that video, find it, get in on it. And like I said, make sure to put Highball XL in your comment on this knife because, you know, I'm just going to give it away too sometime. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for checking out the Highball XL with me from Kershaw. Again, thank you very much to Smoky Mountain Knife Works for sending this one out for review. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.